Welcome to the Other Side Diaries. Hello and welcome. My name is Lori, and I am a spiritual intuitive who channels messages from beyond through my dreams. In this podcast series, we embark on a journey to explore the moments that bridge our world with the mysterious realm beyond. Each episode invites you to listen and reflect as I share my encounters with those who have passed, along with the insights I receive from what I refer to as God. Together, we will find comfort and understanding in the connections that transcend life itself. Remember, there's no need to fear death. It's merely a passage into another part of our journey. Today's episode, What the Heart Keeps, Living with Loss, Loving with Purpose. This one is a testament to the heartache and joy of life and death, but not in the way we usually think about it, because sometimes moving on doesn't mean leaving something behind. It means learning how to carry love differently, how to keep someone with you even after they've crossed that unseen line between here and beyond. In February of this year, my mom passed away. And even though those words come out easily now, they still sit heavy in my heart. Losing a person you love, no matter how old you are, no matter how ready you think you might be, shakes something deep inside you. My sister and I had the honor, and it really was an honor, of taking care of her during the last few months of her life. Those months changed me. They were hard, absolutely. There were long days, late nights, and moments of fear and exhaustion. But more than anything, they were full of grace. When you care for someone who's nearing the end of their life, everything unnecessary just fades away. You stop worrying about the future or the little annoyances that used to fill your day. What's left are the smallest, purest moments. A smile, their voice, the touch of their hand, a quiet thank you, whispered when you think they're asleep. Those moments are sacred. They remind you what love really looks like when everything else falls away. And when she passed, that silence afterward, that sudden stillness, it felt like the air had changed. Even though we knew it was coming, it still took the breath out of me. That's the strange thing about grief. Even when you've been preparing for it, you're never truly ready. Grief shows up in ways you don't expect. Sometimes it's in tears, sometimes it's in anger or laughter or even guilt. Sometimes it's in the quiet, the kind that wraps around you like fog when you're alone. Whether the loss is sudden or slow, it reshapes you. You start to see life differently, what matters, what doesn't, who matters, and who you want to be moving forward. And that's really what I want to talk about today, how losing someone can become its own kind of lesson in living, because grief isn't just about loss. It's about living also. It's also about the love that has nowhere to go because that person is gone and how to live with that loss. It's about learning how to express that love in new ways, how to keep it alive. And it's a reminder to say and do the things we mean now while we still can. If you love someone, tell them. If you miss someone, reach out. If something feels unspoken, speak it. Don't wait for the right time. The right time is today. Because when that moment is gone, you don't get to go back and redo it. Sometimes grief gives us a strange kind of clarity. It strips life down to what's real. Even though it hurts, that clarity can also be a gift. A few days ago, I had my first dream about my mom since she passed. It caught me off guard, but it felt meaningful, like a message. In the dream, my husband and I were in the pub area of our restaurant. I was in the back talking to a couple of children. I don't know who they were now. My husband was up near the front chatting with someone. And then I heard my husband say, "She doesn't even know you're here." I looked over and it was my mom. She was right there, mid-50s. This is the age I remember her best. Healthy, smiling, like she'd just stopped by for lunch and a martini, which she loved. And that's when I woke up, just like that, gone. I was so mad at myself. I remember lying there staring at the ceiling, wishing I could go back to sleep just to see what would have happened next. I wanted one more second, one more look, one more word. But maybe that was the message. Maybe she was there and I just didn't know it. Maybe that's what she was trying to tell me. It's funny, after someone you love passes, you start to see signs and moments like that differently. A dream, a song, a familiar smell. They become small ways that love still finds you. And I like to believe that love does find its way through, that it doesn't die, it just changes shape. So if you're listening today and you're grieving someone, whether it's been a week or years, please be gentle with yourself. There's no right or wrong way to grieve, no timeline, no finish line where you suddenly get over it. You don't move on, you move forward. You carry them with you. And if you're not in that place right now, if life feels good and full and you're surrounded by people you love, take a deep breath and remember how fragile and precious that is. Say the things you've been meaning to say. Do the things you've been waiting to do. Love the people around you while you can, because when all is said and done, love is the only thing that really stays. It's what we leave behind and it's what carries us through. We can't always keep the people we love with us forever, but we can keep the love itself in the way we live, in the words we say, and in how we show up every day. This has been What the Heart Keeps, living with loss, loving with purpose. And remember, if you're walking through grief, you're not alone. Love never leaves, it just learns to speak in a new language. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Other Side Diaries. As we reflect on these profound connections that transcend life and death, remember that those we love are never truly gone. They continue to offer comfort in our darkest hours. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to our podcast and share it with others who may find solace in these tales from the other side. Until next time, hold your loved ones close and keep an open heart to the whispers of the universe, for they are the threads that weave us together in this grand tapestry of existence. Thank you for listening.